to get ready for work. Okay, I have to get to work. I've got to edit yesterday's vlog. Well, I was going to, but my computer seems to have wanted to crash. I'll restart it, and my monitor's not working. It's okay. It's alright. Oh yeah, it's wanting to work now. The other day when I changed the thermal paste on my computer, I'm not sure if I didn't put enough on, or if it's just something else is going wrong with it, but it still gets quite hot. Maybe my fans aren't working well enough. Anyway, just as a precautionary thing in case this keeps happening, I'm gonna install Premiere Pro, Adobe Bridge, and Photoshop on my laptop. The only problem is my laptop is really slow, so it doesn't really work properly, but it's better than nothing. See, I keep my laptop in here, but I only use it as a media player. It just doesn't have a good enough processor to do anything that's that demanding. Like, it's absolutely shocking. So I just need to wait for those to download now. The main programs that I use are Premiere Pro to do all my editing for videos. I've done a little bit in After Effects, but I don't really know how to use it all that much. When I do more cinematic kind of stuff with special effects and that, I think I'm gonna have to use that. Photoshop, obviously. Bridge I use for my workflow when I'm dealing with photos, because it makes sorting them out very easy, and I use Bridge to import all of my media. I use Ableton to do all my music, because I make all the music that's on all of my videos myself. This laptop's not powerful enough to run Ableton. It just lags, so you can't write stuff on it. If I ever do work on this laptop with vlogs, it's just going to have to use music that I already have made. But what I'm trying to do now, and I kind of started to explain yesterday, and I did it in my last vlog when I was editing Tuesday's video, when I did Goal Time, made the music just as I was editing the video. And then what I do, probably easier if I show you. So one of my goals in Goal Time that I showed you was to actually improve the vlog, but some of you probably aren't aware of maybe how I could do that. You'd be thinking, well, they're pretty good. And I'm pretty happy with how I'm going. I'm definitely improving. But I want to make music and sound effects and stuff a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, like in sync with the video, and it sort of like reacts to it a little bit more, rather than how I was doing it originally. Was I'd cut all my video together and then I'd put the music over the top and then I'd just play it. And then some of the clips wouldn't be in sync with the music, and then I started to try and make clips in sync. I'd put the music in the... I'm gonna have to show you. Just 1 second. Okay, so check this out. I just opened Tuesday's video when I did Goal Time in Premiere Pro. I've got the project here. And I might just switch to screen capture mode. Alright, so here I've got my project, and that is the entire thing. That's all the clips. But what I did was, say if I go to here, and I've got this sequence. The way that I synced that up really easily was I knew that my song that I was going to put over it, which I wrote to it anyway, so I was using Ableton, and I'll open that up so I can show you that. But what I did was come into my browser, instead of dragging all my clips into here, which I was doing, and then I would have to just use this function to make them shorter, or you can also use the cutting tool to cut up clips like that. Then once you've got a clip like that, if you select that clip and you say start playing it, what I would do is, if I press Q, then it will ripple cut that clip from there and do that. So it'll start playing from there. And if I play a little bit more,
I'm not sure what I'm going to do tonight.
Then say that's all I wanted to say in that clip, then I press W, and then that would be the end of the clip. So that the clip would just then be then.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do tonight.
So I'm going to undo that. But what I've now done is so that each of these clips, when I come over to my source monitor, I'll drag all my raw clips into here. So I'll go from Explorer, I'll go into it just so you can get an idea. So here they all are. That was everything I did during the day. Go to details mode and I sort everything out by the date so that everything's in order. Then I'll highlight everything like that, and then I'll bring it in and drag it into Premiere Pro, into here. And then if I know that my song is, in this example, at 120 beats per minute, that means that each beat is going to be half a second, right? Because you've got 120 in 60 seconds, it's half a second each. So if I want to have, and that's 1/4 note by the way, a bit of music theory. So each of those clips needs to be half a second long. So what I would do is come over to, say, this clip, and you can select the in and out points. So what I did was I made each one a second long, so that each one is going to end up being 2 beats. And if I wanted to make them quicker, like I did in, I think, some of these other ones, maybe? Yeah. No? Did I? I can't remember now. No, they were all a second each as well. I know I did in one of the videos, I made them shorter. But all you would have to do then is, instead of, because this part here and this part, that's your second, that's your minute, that's your hour. And this part here is how many frames into that second you are. So if I extend that, then it means, no, it's not letting me. Okay, let's go here. That'll let me. So I'll drag, I can select how long I want that clip to be. So I want it to be a second. And then we'll just use it as an example here. I'll go to the end so that it doesn't mess it all up. Then I'd press this, or I'd use the full stop key. I'll have to do a lot longer video on this, but basically then I can just put it over, and then I just put my song underneath it. So in Ableton, now what I want to do is I can tailor each. If I go and I've made a scene, so here what I actually did was I made the video scene first. So say this one, for example. I came into work. I just took each clip. I took the part where the action was. I made each clip 1 second long. And then I came back and I just counted how many clips I had. That's how many seconds I've got to do. Then that tells me how many beats I need each clip to be. So here This was the last bit. So that was like, I just kept changing it at each time, but this was one of the clips that I did for the song. So it was just, and then I would just change it and I just do whatever I wanted, and I just make each clip as long as I wanted it to be for that sequence. Then I can export it, make it whatever I want, then I've got that. I saved the file into the folder where I've got all my videos, so this one for example, and then all I have to do is come into Premiere Pro, put that clip, see this one was number 2, and then I just put it over it and it's already done. So that's one of the ways that I want to improve vlogging, is getting better at basically doing that process, because I've only just started doing it that way and I'm still fairly clunky with it. Like, it's taking me a little while to do. That video probably took 2 or 3 hours to edit. Maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, I was going to say something else. The other things I need to improve are, I need to add a title sequence to my video. So when I do the start, I want to try and add like just some sort of title sequence to it, so that when you watch the video you kind of get a better idea of what you're watching. And that's pretty much it. There's not much else I really think I could improve on. It's now 4:15. I'm having some lunch. Then I'm going to edit for about another hour. But I have to then get ready to go out to Carabubula for Only Mae's birthday get together at the pub. Nearly 10 to 6. I'm probably going to be a little bit late, but I don't think it'll matter too much. No idea where they are. She is at her place, so I'm going there. Oh my god, it's Holly. How are you going?
Dead on the site and then hopped off, and I was like, that can go on as human swear words.
Comes nude.
These ones,
Nature.
Yeah.
Nature's beautiful, isn't it?
And got less than one night out.
Yeah.
So last time was a legend.
She terrible. They can jump through that fucking bush.
What?
She can.
You go and get your wallet.
Oh Lord.
Not miss this.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey?
Food porn.
Food porn. I have heard of that.
Pub food porn. It's like,
And then the OT on the rim.
Let our own fires fly. Well, the managers upon this earth, but that's what the people really were. Shut down all the places and throw their money into the night.
I just left the pub. The stars out here are actually just ridiculous. Holly, why are you being so loud? She was barking earlier. Being crazy loud. So big. Shake. Shake, man. Shake, man. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, you're beautiful. Alright, I have to go home now. I have to go home.